was about to give birth, and it was the early summer, and she gave birth. It was very, very remote. They couldn't get back to Tromsø or anything, and she was unwell, and she wasn't actually able to produce much milk and to feed the baby. So the trapper did what trappers know how to do, is he went out and he shot seals who had recently given birth.
Oh.
He went out onto the ice, shot seals, and he milked them. And apparently this is a true story. And he milked the seals, and probably, I guess, killed the pup as well, and that was food. Milked the seals as much as possible, stored the milk, and for a long time was able to feed the baby on seal milk. The baby grew really well, the mother got better, and then after about a year, they went back down to Tromsø, finally. So they left their hut, and they took the baby to the doctor to have its first medical checkup. The doctor looked at the baby and said, "This isn't a 1-year-old child. This is almost a 3-year-old."
Oh.
It was so huge after this fat, rich seal milk. And they were like, no, really, it's 1 year old. But it was just so enormous and advanced for its age, because seal milk is like 40-something% fat. And he couldn't believe his eyes to see this gigantic baby. Yeah, there's lots of really good stories like this, but lots of the texts on trappers is all in Norwegian. And when I lived here for a little while, I started to try to learn Norwegian and pick away at these stories, but it's really hard unless you really dedicate yourself to learning and trying to read the stories.
Where are you from?
Cornwall in the UK, southwest. Yeah.
We were supposed to be there 2 years ago.
Oh yeah? And it got cancelled because of COVID?
Yeah.
Oh.
We were doing UK and then here and then Switzerland.
Oh, lovely.
So now we're just doing here.
Okay, great. What was it that made you want to go to Cornwall? Have you got
Well, we
family
were doing
there?
3.5 weeks around the UK and we're starting through Cornwall.
Yeah, okay, nice.
Doc Martin territory.
So I've heard. I've never watched this film.
Oh, it's beautiful in the show.
I just, you know, when something is like about the stereotypes of your place, it just makes you cringe a bit. I've heard it's really good, but I don't think I could watch it.
My husband's family came from there, and there is a Jacket Cove somewhere over there.
Okay.
He's still got family that live there, and there is a cove called Jacket Cove.
Right, okay.
In Cornwall.
Oh.
Yes. We keep saying one day we're going to get there.
Yeah, okay.
One day.
Yeah, well, every time we go there, my family come from Scotland, so
Right.
we always go up to Scotland every
Nice.
time we come over here,
Yeah,
because I
nice.
want to catch up with my cousins and things.
I mean, everywhere has their own sort of version, I guess, of the trapping story. Like in Cornwall, it's smuggling. There's all these stories about wreckers who would be wrecking, go out with their lanterns at night, pretending to be a safe port to lure the ships onto the rocks.
Okay, yeah.
And then they would pillage the ships. And there are still lots of smugglers' tunnels going from caves in the beaches up to pubs or up to manor houses and so on, carved into the rock. That's their version of the Norwegian trapper story, I suppose. It captures imaginations.
Yeah, at Palm Beach in Sydney, there's still a track called Smuggler's Track.
Oh, really?
Where the ships used to come in, because the customs house was on the other side of the building, so they'd sneak in this side, and they had a track called Smuggler's Track, and it's still there. You can still walk up it.
Okay. So what kind of things would they have been smuggling? Like alcohol? And
Probably
tobacco?
alcohol, tobacco,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. No, it's, yeah, I mean, they've built a nice big path now for people to go up there, but about 5 years ago we did no, we're going to go up the old Smuggler's Track.
Because the keep's been closed in the summer.
No, it's open now, yeah. I think they've even got toilets up there now. I think they built toilets, because it's a long way to walk and a long way to come back.
And up to the lighthouse and that. That's why I had a breakfast ball up there, but it was because my pole got stuck in some long grass. And I went with it, and I couldn't get it home. Because I was talking while I was walking.
Of course.
I decided, no more talking while I was walking.